Welcome to our Memorial Day weekend. And if you're new around here, my name is Libby, mom of the Bushman family. I make videos on being frugal and our simple family life. We are a debt-free family, and I like to teach about life, money, and all things Costco. So if you're interested in that, please hit the subscribe and join our community. It started off with us going to my brother-in-law's house, and my sister-in-law decided to turn her horse into a unicorn, and Bailey got to enjoy that. Then so that was Friday. Saturday, we loaded up and we drove the 12 hours to Washington State. That is where I grew up, and my family's still there, so we went to visit and spent a week at the beach. My grandparents in the 80s built a beach house, and in fact, I didn't even get a picture of the beach house, just some of the things that we did. And I remember growing up and going for spring break and summer vacations to the beach, and it was beautiful weather, and as you can see, lots of people enjoying it at the boardwalk. And it was a lot of fun. It was a little windy, but it was a great way to spend the first week of school. So Porter and Bailey got out of school on Friday, and we loaded up and drove on Saturday. However, it's a 12-hour drive and then to my parents' house, and then we had dinner at my brother's, and then we drove the 2.5 hours to the beach after that. And man, that is a long time in a car. So because adventures are part of our values for money, Austin and I have decided that this will be the last time we drive to Washington from our house, that we will save and put money towards plane tickets so that the four of us can fly to the Northwest instead of drive. And granted, driving saves a lot of money, and it is cheaper on the budget. However, it was just too hard. It is a long time for little kids, and it puts a lot of miles on our car. We put almost 2,000 miles on our SUV. Anyway, so we have decided that we are going to budget to fly there. But because this is my grandparents' beach house, we like to help out. So you saw my brother and Porter and Bailey carrying logs. So we carry logs away from my grandparents' property, and then we have a big bonfire. And we actually roasted some marshmallows, but come to find out, none of us really like s'mores. My mom brought all this stuff to do s'mores, and we roasted some marshmallows, and then they fell on the fire. And anyway, it was really fun. Every day my brother and I went and swam in the ocean, and the Pacific Ocean in Washington is no joke, freezing. However, once you get a little numb, you can do lots of fun things. We boogie boarded, and I didn't even get any pictures of us in our swimsuits swimming, but even the last day we got Austin out into the water, and it was great. Porter and Bailey built sandcastles. I'm sure my mom has some pictures of them doing that. But man, this fire was roasty toasty. It was really hot, and it felt really good because it was cold. We had late nights every night. They stayed up pretty late. I ended up doing a Star Wars puzzle with my brother. Oh, and then we decided to tell ghost stories. And instead of ghost stories, this is what Bailey decided to tell. A little story about her crush.
There lived a girl named Bailey. She had a crush named Rose, who waved her out the window one day. When she grew up, married him. The end.
And it's just relaxing. The beach house has no phone, no internet, and so we spent most of the time just hanging out with each other and playing games and doing puzzles, cooking food, and it was really fun. Oh, here we go. So because it's my grandparents' property, we mow the lawn every time we come, and you'll see in a little bit my grandma goes out and sprays the weeds. And my grandma is in her 90s and still is doing this. It is such a good example to me that you can still do lots of things when you're older, if you will. Anyway, this I was really impressed with because Porter's never mowed the lawn, and he got out and helped Matt do it. So Austin mowed, I mowed, my brother Matt mowed, and Porter mowed. That's how long it takes to get the property mowed. Oh, and here's Bailey. Probably gardener snake, but now it's in the house. It's under the deck.
Gardener snakes are harmless.
Mm-hmm. That's what you think.
Yeah. Well,
So they wrap around your neck.
no. Where? I want to look.
So that's my grandma out there spraying the weeds, and we saw a gardener snake slither up behind her, and she didn't even notice, but my kids thought it was pretty great. And then my dad playing catch with Porter in the front reminds me of when I was a little kid. I used to go out into the middle of the street with my dad in front of our house at home and just play catch for a long time. And Porter just started baseball, so he's pretty into playing catch. Anyway, we had a great time. It was fun to get out and go back to the Northwest. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye-bye.